Spurs in possession. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lays it up and in.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
To Aldridge. The drive, right to the basket. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it. Fourth this contest. 4-3.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Dragic. Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Visit our team website for more details.
Short jumper and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic against Patty Mills. To Wade. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And a chance coming up at the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper off the mark. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck.
Defense.
To Leonard.
Let's go.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Mills in possession. He'll run the offense. Leonard. That's no good. To Dragic. Cashes in for two.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
San Antonio with the basketball. Leonard. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. Here's Leonard for two. Rebound taken by Wade.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Dwayne Wade. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Tyler Johnson picked up by DeJounte Murray. Count the bucket for 2.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Hassan Whiteside rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's a 5-second violation. Aldridge. Leonard. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
I got this plan. Let's go.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Murray. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul.
He'd get control. Dion Waiters. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Tough make through traffic. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. And the Heat right now are feeling good. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the 4th quarter.
Ginobili with it. Down a bundle. Leonard. Bam, out of bio. Snatching it out of the air.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
He'd have the basketball. Dragic matched up with Pau Gasol. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Leonard. And knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Dragic with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Whiteside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Hassan Whiteside trying to cash in on a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Spurs have it. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Patty Mills. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Richardson, and he drains it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Mills in possession. His guys down big. To Aldridge. Gasol gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he burns them.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Curling inside. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Bam Adebayo sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed. You're being efficient with your jump shooting. Your passes are crisp. You're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
Patty Mills to Leonard. Trying to cash in. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level? But that jumper's wet, too.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 5, DeJounte Murray. Into the game for the Miami Heat. Number 11, Deion
Aldridge. Hassan Whiteside able to recover with the block. Make that 7.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Kawhi Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Miami's got it. Dragic matched up with DeJounte Murray. No good, and no foul.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Easy path to the rim.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Leonard. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Dragic. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Dragic into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. San Antonio ball. And Jay, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Second personal foul. Team.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. The Heat with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports.
Hey y'all, can you hear me?
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. San Antonio ball. And Jay, they call the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Second personal foul. Team.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. The Heat with the victory. And they win this one in blowout.
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Y'all can hear me? I'm in this bed.
number
Let
2.
me see how to do the chat.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose.
From the back porch, back there with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means. Keys to a...
Y'all can hear me? I'm in this bed. Let me see how to do the chat.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose.
We welcome you to sunny South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, you know it. It's special here in Miami with 3 decades of NBA basketball.
And the legendary owner, Mickey Arison, has put everything into this storied franchise and will continue to do so.
3 championships won here in Miami. And tonight, another big matchup on EA Sports. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Irving. Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Dragic with the basketball. Lead is 2. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Hayward, knocked loose. He'd get control.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Won't go. Great pass to set it up. Tatum, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Dragic to Wade. To Whiteside. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Horford. Throws it up. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Horford. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Goran Dragic, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
You're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.